Welcome to week 10 of the course. In week 10, we'll apply theoretical knowledge related to risk management planning to projects of medium and high complexity. We'll also analyze risk identification, qualification, and prioritization, as well as risk treatment approaches. Any potential impacts on the project objectives, such as cost and time, are a matter of concern for a project manager. So a project risk in this context may be defined in the following way. Risk is an uncertainty that matters. It can affect project objectives negatively or positively. The uncertainty may be about a future event that may or may not happen and the unknown magnitude of the impact on project objectives if it happens. Thus, a risk is characterized by its probability of occurrence and its uncertain impact on the project objectives. Risk management plan defines the level at which risk management will be performed for the project and the frequency of risk management meetings and risk register updates. It lists the members of the project risk management team by various disciplines involved in the project and sets a budget for the risk management activities. Risk management plan should be completed as early as possible, since it's critical to successfully performing the project process. Before you start working on a risk management plan, please define work scope, schedule, resources, and cost elements. Develop project WBS. Develop master schedule and detailed schedules. Estimate project costs and finalize budgets. Identify required and available resources. Establish performance measurement metrics. Define minimum and maximum baseline thresholds. Schedule, resources, and costs. Baseline reporting requirements, including their format, frequency of distribution, and distribution list. Define risk management roles and responsibilities. Project manager chairs the risk assessment meetings. Project team participates in risk assessment meetings, and members serve as meeting recorder and timekeeper. Key stakeholders participate in risk assessment meetings. Project sponsor may participate in risk assessment meetings. Risk identification determines what might happen that could affect the objectives of the project and how those things might happen. It produces the deliverable, a project risk register, that documents the risks and their characteristics. The risk register is subsequently amended by the qualitative and quantitative risk analysis, risk response, and risk monitoring process. Please note that risk identification is an iterative process because new risks may become known as the project progresses through its life cycle. Previously identified risks may drop out and other risks may be updated. Risk management plan should include the section which discusses how the risk of the project will be actively monitored. One of the effective ways to monitor project risks is to add those risks with the highest scores to the project schedule with an assigned risk manager. This allows to the project manager to see how the risks are monitored and when it is expected of the risk manager to provide status updates during the team project meetings. The treatment plan defines how you plan your response to the potential risks. It outlines how risk will be managed, or whether they are high, low, or acceptable risks. The control sets in the risk management plan will assign team members or stakeholders to the tasks and show how they will respond to the risk. Risk treatment plans are often referred to as risk assessment plans that identify how to avoid risk, transfer risk, mitigate risk, or accept risk. These are the responses or actions to help you to deal with identified risks. Risk management, risk assessment, resource planning, and creating risk register will ensure that risk in all of your projects will be less or considered acceptable risk. A risk management plan will only be effective if you create a risk response treatment plan that will deal with identified risk. Activities for this week are: open and read through the study notes for topic 10. Watch the video presented in the weekly activities section and review the readings for this topic. Please ensure to complete discussion group forum for this week. This is the 9th of the 10 accessible forums contributing to your mark for the third assignment. continue working in groups on your group project, and working individually on reflective report. If you have any questions, please post them to week 10 question and answers forums, and good luck!